Sussex, Wisconsin rounds things out, and perfect timing as the clock begins to tick, and we are all ready to go here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The second Horizon League game for both of these teams. These two teams sit 0-1 as it stands in Horizon League play after a pair of draws for both of them, sending it way down, but headed back for the Phoenix. The Horizon League currently has a few undefeated teams, but that's it. IUPUI, Wright State, and Detroit Mercy were the ones to win back on Thursday. 1-0 are all three of those teams. Green Bay and Robert Morris had the draw along with Oakland and Youngstown State. Other games on Thursday saw Wright State defeat Milwaukee. That's a big win for Wright State as Milwaukee won the Horizon League last year, and they defeated this Oakland team 1-0 in the Horizon League Championship. Milwaukee with an 0-1 start, as is Cleveland State and Northern Kentucky. Cleveland State fell to IUPUI 4-2, and Detroit Mercy is the one who beat Northern Kentucky 2-0. Seeing as there are 11 teams in the Horizon League, Purdue Fort Wayne was the only team not to play on Thursday, but they are in action today, and they started an hour before this one, so we'll get you some stats and numbers as we move along in the broadcast. Down to the box, a kick, and it goes left as a real good opportunity early for Oakland, and they just missed the goal. They had numbers down low, but they weren't able to do anything with it. A real good setup, and if you're Oakland, you got to be happy with the way you started this game. Even though you missed the shot, is still not a bad way to get it all going in the first 90 seconds of this game. Annie Mason in the all-red get-up today. He'll kick it off. Juan Pablo Favero, this is his 6th season with the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. You know he'll want that one back, but as I said, got to be pleased with the start in the first 2 minutes as Oakland will get it. And on the other side, you got Julie Grissner, first-year head coach for the Green Bay squad after she was interim back in December of 2021 is when she was named the 13th head coach in program history. That one's stolen away, but running into a wall is number 17 for the Phoenix, Fishnick. Fishnick tried to trail down low, unable to get it to her with Zoe Pagels. And now Green Bay going to adjust in the back. See if they can get that ball past the midline and work themselves offensively. It's been all Oakland in the first 2.5 minutes. But as I say, Green Bay going down, and that one stopped and kicked around. Wilsey gets it up, but a Phoenix player kicks it high and now headed. Only a momentary little bit of offense for Green Bay as Oakland has control once again. Green Bay going to move it down, but that pass a little bit off the leg of number 17, Caitlin Fishnick once again. Good look for the Phoenix, but they couldn't come up with it there. Is now 3 minutes in. They got to adjust, and they send it back to Annie Mason. When you look back in Green Bay's draw that took place this Thursday, it wasn't the best of games to say the least, as they only had one shot on goal, and that was Zoe Pagels, who got the shot for Green Bay. Zoe Pagels, as I said in the open, leads with 7 shots on goal. That is the most by far on this team. You got Fishnick, Cassetta, and Hill, all with 2 shots on goal. That's the next closest, but 7 is a big margin as Pagels is efficient. 7 of her 8 shots are on goals. Oakland once again begins to work things down. Kick back up top to reset. And running into one of the Phoenix players, that was Kirshner. As there's a battle for it near the circle, and it will be Green Bay able to get it as Emily Murphy was fighting to get control of that ball, and at the end of the day, she comes out on top. Annie Mason had to make 9 saves in that game against Robert Morris, and on the other side of things, Oakland, Noemi Stadelman only had to make 2 saves. She did allow a goal, as that one is headed out by the Golden Grizzlies. And a whole lot of action came Noemi's way in that Youngstown State game. But what did come her way, she was able to stop 2 of the 3. As she comes into this game not having to do much, 5 minutes in. But when you look at her numbers, she comes in with a 3-1-4 record. So combined, her wins and losses equal the amount of tie games so far to start this season. 24 saves, only 3 goals allowed in 669 minutes. A nice .4 goals allowed as Green Bay is able to head this one back and kick themselves around and stop any momentum Oakland thought they were going to have. Kick back and out it goes. Our first throw into the game comes at 5.5 minutes. So far, Oringa has a shot. But other than that, all the numbers empty. We've got some fouls to start. As Green Bay looks to move themselves around. Kick down to Emily Murphy on the right side. Trying to work around the Golden Grizzly. Can't do so. Falls down. And that was Delamy all over number 23, Murphy, the senior from Burlington, Iowa. Kick down near the box, and if that one was a little more left, it would have went right on the foot of Kirschner, but instead, it's a Golden Grizzly now opportunity. A lot of green jerseys falling back. Saba trying to work the left side, kicks it off her left foot, down to the box and blocked, and it stays in. Good job by Green Bay, able to avoid a corner kick. That was a fantastic defensive effort down low by Sierra Morgano. Morgano, a freshman defender, proving why she's able to play at the D1 level. The big-time stop allows a Green Bay throw-in, so we approach 7 minutes. This one going to tally down a bit further as it's off the front foot of Pagels. Grizzlies put a little too much on that off the top of the foot. And Emily Murphy couldn't get there in time as it's kicked out center, but it goes right to Hill. Oakland is 6-3-1 all time against Green Bay. Green Bay is 2-2 at home, so a .500 record that's going to go north or south of it, or could stay even if a draw is seen in this one. The big thing that stands out when you look at it is a foul is called. Green Bay none too happy with it. But the big thing that stands out is Green Bay has not beaten these Golden Grizzlies since September 15th, 2017. And another big number to look out for is Green Bay hasn't scored a goal since August 25th. They scored 2 goals in the game against Western Illinois. Their first 2 games, they were 2-0, outscored their opponents 5-0, but they sit right now in a tough spot where they gotta get that hump off their back and score once again and prove they're able to do so. A 3-0 loss, followed by a 5-0 loss, and a 1-0 loss, and then the 0-0 draw just this past Thursday. Kirschner has the last goal for Green Bay that came at the 73-minute, 59-second mark on August 25th as this goes down, and Annie Mason will grab a hold of it as 8 minutes and 20 seconds have gone by. Off the back foot and headed towards the circle. And up and over the head of Fishnick is now Oakland. Knows there's a tally behind. Gives it over to Delamy. Delamy kicks it down left. Frazier gets it in the corner where she's stuck and then falls down as that's kicked out. A smart decision for a Green Bay throw-in at the 9-minute mark. With the change recently by the NCAA about no more extra time in the regular season, that's why you're seeing a lot more draws, and Oakland has 5 of them. 5 draws, but they've only given up 5 goals as well. Oakland has never given up more than 1 goal in the game this season. They had a 1-1 draw to Akron, a 4-1 win against Toledo, a 1-0 loss to Wake Forest. They know they want that one back. And then the Western Michigan and Youngstown State 1-1 draws as well make up how this team functions. They got a real good one with Stadelman back in goal. as on the other side with Annie Mason. Should be a good goaltender battle, and a battle of how these offenses are able to function against one another. Oakland was picked as the favorite in the Horizon League this season as we cross the 10-minute mark. Kick around as Oakland gets it up past for a split second, but it goes right off the leg of a Phoenix player. Up and over the head, and Oakland throw in at the 10:45 minute mark. Both teams have 2 fouls, just 1 shot so far in the game. Green Bay did have a victim of a yellow card in the game against Robert Morris. That went to Madeline Cruz at 40 minutes and 31 seconds. No red card, nothing big to watch, just a yellow in that first conference game. Nothing happened on the Oakland side of things as Emily Murphy gets this. And now Green Bay is able to move around. Kick, and another great stop by Delamy. She is doing a whole lot to start in this game as she kicks it out left. Wind breeze picking up a little bit. No call down low as Green Bay will get it back for a second as it's booted in the air, and Murphy trying to fight for it but can't come up with it past the official in the bright yellow. And now off the left foot, here's a chance for Oakland. Didn't come off her foot the way she wanted, and 2 missed opportunities as that was Karbaka and Frazier both right there with a shot, or a chance I should say for a shot, but none taken. You watch the film and you realize you want that one back. 2 good chances in the first 12 minutes for Oakland, but they only have 1 shot to show for it, and it is not a shot on goal. I'm going to move down as it goes off the foot. And now Green Bay, who's been quiet here in these past few minutes, going to try and work the left side on this 74-degree day here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Cloudy, a little bit of breeze, 10 miles an hour to the northeast. As this gets down, this is a chance. It's going to go a little too far. Oakland going to have to adjust themselves. Jana Frazier off her foot, now moving it around to Lopez. Lopez off the right, kicks it down centered, and a missed chance for Green Bay. The shot, Mason gets a block, got the hands on it, and sliding to get it out of the box. But Oakland still has some work cut out for him. 13 minutes gone by, a real good save by Annie Mason, first of the game. Now working the left of the box, push down, and this is not going to be good. Oakland with a great opportunity as Ellie Hill commits the foul, and the clock stops at 13:17 as here we go. Annie Mason put in danger early, and it's going to be Warenga, the senior out of Caledonia, Michigan, the Caledonia High School graduate, attempting the kick at 13:17 from the dot. We await the whistle, and here we go. Where's she going to go with it? Annie Mason makes the save, dives to her left side, and 2 big saves in the first 13 minutes of this game. She is loving it, keeping a 0 on the board. Warenga comes up short as Annie Mason proves why she is dominant on the Phoenix side of things. Coming into this game, she played in 8 games, 450 minutes in goal, allowed 1.6 a game, 39 saves on the season, with a 2-2-1 record. You look at Warenga and what she's done so far this season. She has 15 shots, 6 of them are on goal, and only 1 goal to show for it. She is 0 for 1 in penalty kick attempts, make it 0 for 2 as Annie Mason makes the save as we cross 14 minutes, approaching 15. And Green Bay seemed to have a little bit of momentum going on their side as there's a slide tackle, and the clock is going to stop at 14:25 as we will see a card come out here for the tackle. That is a yellow, officially given out at 14:25. Justice Taylor Colborn, the sophomore, the guilty party of the yellow card. And still, Oakland very much seems to be in control of this one. 3 shots, 2 of which now on goal. Andy Mason has a pair of saves as Oakland works the right side. Good job, able to get the foot out there and stop it. Only for a split second, though, as Emily Murphy gets it and kicks it out to her teammate Kirscher. And now Green Bay going to work the backside. That was Cruz. Sent it out centered. But now Oakland gets it back and kicks it out right. Real good pass. Offside is called, though. Not a real good pass, as it actually didn't work out in their favor. And we see the first offside of the day. Flag went up in the air, and the official was all over it at the 15-minute mark. Just under 30 minutes yet to go here in half one. Annie Mason. Two green jerseys all around the Golden Grizzlies, as now kicked back out forward, but no one was there to get it in time as Zoe Pagels thought she had a good look, but sent it a little bit too far. And now here's a chance for Green Bay, moving around, shot blocked. Emily Murphy had a good look on it, as now going down and inside and kicked around was Bailey Weeman, and we will see a corner kick coming up for Green Bay. A real good look so far, or the best look I should say so far for Green Bay was that Emily Murphy shot that got blocked, and it works out in favor of the Phoenix as the corner kick is coming up. And they're going to send number 19, Ellie Hill, the North Dakota sophomore from North Dakota, free corner kick. She'll take it as we pass 16 and a half minutes gone by. The kick centered up and into the hands of Noemi Stadelman. Grabbed it and then almost lost it, but kept it in her grip as Green Bay's first shot is recorded. Oakland continuing to work the right side, and that one goes out. Good job by Green Bay not to get on it.
Substitution number 26, Audrey Casada.
Audrey Casada now in for Green Bay, the freshman from Rockton, Illinois. Foul called past 17 minutes. 12 new freshmen on this Green Bay roster as we read a lot of those names. And on the other side, Oakland, a lot of fifth-year players, graduate students. They certainly have that veteran presence, a good reason why they were named the favorite in the Horizon League. But after a draw to start conference play, they've got their work cut out for them. Remember last season, Milwaukee went unbeaten in the conference. They were the ones that knocked out Green Bay. And now Green Bay stands with redemption on their mind, but before they can even think about Milwaukee, they got to get past Oakland. Green Bay doesn't play Milwaukee until October 26. That's the last game of the year. As this one goes down and is kicked out, and it'll be another corner. As stopping it once again is Delamy. She is all over the place. Went to Tuka Sport High School in Johannesburg, South Africa. International player showing her worth so far today. Called her name quite a bit as going back to take the corner kick is Hill once again. Green Bay with 2 shots, one of which on goal. Chance to make it 3-2 as this kick is sent back out, headed by a Golden Grizzly, and that's able to bump it out back, and Green Bay can't do anything with their second free kick. Kick down, nearly out as Emily Murphy tries to fight for it, can't get there in time, and now going to work the back is Kendra Zach. Zach, one of those fifth-year players, as I was talking about, as we approach 25 minutes remaining here in the first half, still scoreless. 1 save for Stadelman and 2 saves for Mason in the first 20 minutes. Sliding down, but couldn't really get control for Green Bay was Kersher originally, as now they get it back, and Ellie Hill commits a foul, which gives Green Bay an opportunity to immediately get it right back after Oakland went a little bit too quick, some would say, but now they're rolling, moving down in. Green jerseys left and right, good kick, setting things up down inside, and once again offside as Alexa Sabo was a little too far down, the fifth-year student out of Dearborn, Michigan, and that's the second offside against Oakland, both in big spots, as that was a real good look to number 22 down low, but put too much on it, sent it a bit too far. Once again, that flag came up. Kick by Mason, misses Murphy, and it goes off a Grizzly. Oakland setting themselves up off the top of the foot and stopped by Saba. As now Delamy moves around, kicked off. Number 19 Hill of Green Bay, and it goes right back to her, and now Oakland sneaks their way in and kicks back up right. Both of Annie Mason's saves have come from her left side of the goal. As Oakland is going to reset themselves. Zach looked down to Delamy, didn't go there though. Grizzlies going towards the middle. And now setting things up. Saba shot off goal, missed it. Curling shot hooked around the right side of Mason. As she will retrieve the ball, and Green Bay will have a goalie kick after another shot misses the net for Oakland. They're getting looks, which is really all you can ask for, but not converting yet to start today's action. Header by the Grizzlies, down goes one of the Phoenix players. That was Justice Taylor Colborn who went down. She's got the yellow card, keep that in mind. Yellow card came at 14:25. And they're going to bring Annie Mason all the way up to kick this. See if they can get a little extra leg on it, and that's the plan as it goes off the right leg. But now Oakland able to take it back immediately. Feisty defense there on Audrey Cassetta, the substitute that came in for Green Bay. The only substitution we've seen so far came earlier on in this game at 17:06. Golden Grizzlies looking now for their 5th shot. It's at 50% right now. 2 of their 4 shots on goal. And a little give it go, but put it a bit too far out was Alexis Saba. And Green Bay will get to throw in front of their own bench. Oakland now going down left. Here's Carbo Delamy. down, and Green Bay will get it. Will they kick it out or be able to keep it in? They do, but it gives Oakland an opportunity to get it right back. Delamy in the pants, the only player with that attire out here today. Kicked down inside and poked out, but it gave Oakland an opportunity as it went off the leg of Madeline Cruz. Don't think it went where she intended it to. Either way, Green Bay avoids a disaster, and here we go. Oakland going to try and set themselves up again. Possession has definitely been dominated by the Golden Grizzlies. Kicks out center off the front foot, and now working towards the middle. Tried to sneak it inside. Good idea, but the execution just not completely there as Green Bay caught slacking, and Oakland gets it right back as too slow to go there was Pagels, and Delamy was all over it. Delamy will go back up top. As we are just about to reach the 25-minute mark, meaning 20 minutes remain, as here comes Saba. Down on the left side, goes down, and a shot just missed left once again. This one was Jana Frazier, had a real good look about 2 feet away from Annie Mason, and she poked it out to her left side. Another huge miss for the Golden Grizzlies. Their setup could not have been any better, but 3 shots missed goal, and the last 2 really going to come back to haunt them if they don't get on the board sometime soon. That said, Green Bay's got to show something offensively. They have been very stale since that little exchange where they had that Emily Murphy shot on goal and the shot that was blocked, I should say, followed by the 2 corner kicks that came within just a few minutes of each other. Green Bay able to sneak this one out. Corner kicks for Green Bay came at 15:53 and 18:13. So just over 2 minutes apart from one another. That was the biggest offensive opportunities they've had. And other than that sequence, it's been all Oakland. Tight defense down on the other side. That's Casetta doing a real good job off the bench for Green Bay. Is going to try and sneak her way in the box, go down. Great defense by the Phoenix, able to sneak it out of there, but not for long as Oakland once again maintains possession. Kendra Zach going middle now, outright. Got to watch out for that offside. They're guilty party of 2 of them already. Don't get the call here. Shot way up high, and another missed chance for Oakland. So far in this game, Alexa Saba, number 22 for the Golden Grizzlies, has 3 shots. Leads the way. 1 of those 3 are on goal. And then you look at number 10, Macy Warenga. She has 2 shots. 1 of those 2 on goal. And their other of their 5th shots belongs to Jana Frazier. That in the most recent, as the Frazier shot came at 25:03. Green Bay, Hill and Murphy both have shots. Hills was the corner kick that was on goals. Green Bay will be able to poke it out with another Annie Mason goalie kick. Three to 1. Oakland leading Green Bay in the shot battles. A 3-to-1 ratio as it's 6 shots for Oakland, 2 for Green Bay. 2-to-1. Shots on goal, Oakland favor. Oakland has those 2 offsides that they are not going to enjoy watching back on film. So when you add up the 4 missed shots, the 2 offsides, all of that in the first 30 minutes, first 27 to be exact. You look back and wonder where things went wrong. No foul called on the contact, as Delamy's pass is blocked. And sent back as Green Bay going to see if they can get anything going their way off the foot of a Golden Grizzly as Murphy misses the header, and Delaney fighting to keep it in play. She's able to do so. Good stop there by Green Bay. That's Hill as she sends it out back off the head of Zach. Kick is Oakland once again on the right side. Oakland will have a new number coming in soon as this one is tipped back up top of the white line. Shot poked its way up and over the left side of Annie Mason, bouncing around, and the new numbers are coming in.
Oakland substitutions, number 7, Sharon Sampson. Number 21, Shannon Brown.
Sharon Sampson, number 7, a sophomore out of Sodarsle, Sweden. And number 21, Shannon Brown, a freshman out of Sylvania, Ohio, are the substitutions here. And Annie Mason, we're going to stop the clock at 30:06. And there was an injury on the Green Bay side of things, so 30:06, the clock is stopped. Everyone going to come off. And
Savani now on for York Phoenix.
so it's Savani in for Justice Taylor Colborn. Is Hannah, the freshman from Amherstburg, Ontario, Canada, went to St. Thomas of Villanova, is in for Green Bay. And we're back resuming play as out it goes for an Oakland throw-in. Damani headed back up, and that header almost worked against Green Bay, and maybe it will, but not quite yet. Poked out by Fishnick as Green Bay, now they're able to work past and finally gets it off the foot of Emily Murphy. A little too far ahead of her, though. Delaney gets a foot on it, and the Golden Grizzlies are able to poke it back out a bit. Feisty defense played by Kirscher, can't get to it, as Green Bay, once again, seemingly can't get any offensive bursts together. They had a sprint situation going for them, but it went a little too far in front of the senior Murphy. Kicked up and headed back around as that was in front of the tent, the substitution tent, but it stayed in play. Miscommunication as Sharon Sampson, one of the new substitutes for Oakland, zigged when should have zagged, as some would say, and the miscommunication allowed Green Bay to have it just for a few seconds, as now it is on the foot of Sampson. Sampson pokes it around, working the middle, falling down, and a shot blocked. Header exchange goes nowhere, and this will be a kick for Annie Mason.
Phoenix substitution number 9, Chloe Schmidhuber.
Schmidhuber, the sophomore out of Kitchener, Ontario, coming into the game. She'll have 13 minutes to play out the rest of the first half. Kick goes out middle, and a Green Bay player is down. We're going to stop the clock at 32:27. Not a fun situation out there right now, as Phoenix is down, again, just about 13 minutes or so before halftime, but a pair of Phoenix players injured in the last few minutes. Doesn't make things any easier when you're playing Oakland, who is one of the top teams in the Horizon League, projection-wise at least, even though they started 0-1, coming up for this Golden Grizzlies team as we take a look at their schedule. After this, they will have a week off. They do not play again until September 25th, or on Sunday. They will have their second home game in the Horizon League, and that will be against Purdue Fort Wayne. Able to get up for Green Bay, thankfully, and a sigh of relief on the Phoenix side of things. As Grace Miller will be able to work her way around, but otherwise Green Bay coming up for them, you wonder, well, what do they have? They will be on the road for four of their first 6. 4 of their next 6 games are on the road, and that includes Wright State and Detroit Mercy and Youngstown State in Horizon League play. There is a non-conference game thrown into the Green Bay schedule on September 27th. It's a Tuesday against St. Thomas. Green Bay and St. Thomas playing each other once again after their meetings last year in soccer in both men's and women's programs after St. Thomas bumped up to Division I. So Green Bay has 3 Horizon League games, then a non-conference one thrown in there before they finish out their slate with their next 7 conference games. That gets you all the way to October 26th. I mentioned it before, the meeting with Milwaukee to end the season. 32.5 minutes, clock winding once again, as now Oakland got a break, and see if the break was able to rejuvenate Green Bay and get their offensive juices flowing. Kick down as Sharp was falling down. Sampson, I should say, was the one falling down, and that goes out for an Oakland throw-in. Kick from the circle goes down to Delamy. Off her foot, and it was indeed out. As we're going to have another substitution for Green Bay.
Substitution number 13, Natalia Morales.
Natalia Morales comes in for Michaela Kirscher. Morales, a freshman out of Liberty Township, Ohio. As that kick goes off the right foot of number 21, Shannon Brown, one of the Oakland substitutes. Right around the 10-minute mark left to go here in the first half. Kicked off the foot. That one gonna leave a mark on Fishnick as she went down to a knee, but she's able to get back up and header for Green Bay. Right around the official is Fishnick, proving it didn't phase her at all, and her kick goes just too far. Missed the head of the substitute Schmidhuber as Green Bay is going to put it back into Naomi Stadelman. Just a short little kick as the Oakland offense slowly sets themselves up, but Green Bay is able to get it, and now potentially an opportunity for the Phoenix. Are on the right side, spinning around and kicking it down low. 3 Golden Grizzlies all around Fishnick, and there's nothing she can do as she was just outnumbered and had nowhere to go, no one to bail her out, and we have 10 minutes left until halftime as we reach the 35-minute mark here at Aldo Santaga Stadium. Oakland once again putting on the pressure. Good move off the right foot. The shot misses wide right as Annie Mason let it sail past her left side. Knew it wasn't on goal. And another shot missed, but another shot recorded. That's the big key. Oakland is getting shots, which Green Bay really is not. If you're Oakland, you got to think, one of these times, one of those is going to go our way, and we'll see if that's the case or not. It all really depends, but Juan Pablo Favero, who's assisted by Brian Diaz, those two know they're getting looks. They're just not converting. Big time header. Gives a momentary lapse for Green Bay as they try and move it around and get it past the white line at midfield, and the throw-in should be able to do so. This women's soccer game rounds out Title IX weekend here in Green Bay as the Green Bay invite for volleyball took place. Green Bay's volleyball team went 4-0 in that invite. An astonishing 2-0 record on both days, which is real great to see for the Green Bay side of things as they hosted their invite. Yesterday, men's soccer team for Green Bay was in action as well. Horizon League opener was a 3-1 loss to Wright State as the men's Horizon League slate opened up after the women's. Throw in for Green Bay as they're slowly trotting their way down Aldo Santaga Stadium towards the bright neon goaltender attire that Noemi is wearing. A battle is coming up for it. Was Zoe Pagels. She couldn't get there. And it'll be a short substitution coming in for Green Bay eventually. Not going to get a whole lot of minutes to end the half, but getting minutes is all that matters, as this is the second Horizon League game, still easing the way into the conference slate. As missing is Marias. We reach the 38-minute mark as Oakland again staying in control, spinning around, working their way down towards the box. It's poked out by Green Bay and the bright orange shoes. Ellie Hill the one to poke it out, but she's got to still stay back as Oakland gets it instantly after Green Bay had their foot on the ball. And there's Delamy. Slowing things down is Oakland right now, as they know there's only a few minutes left and they don't want to waste anything going into the half. Kick up, Annie Mason going around, and a little jump makes the save successfully. Just going around the goal regardless, but still doesn't hurt to be safe as Mason gets another one. Not the best look for Oakland there compared to what they had earlier on, as a dropped kick puts it way past the circle of Green Bay, going down as Delamy is going to be the guilty party of the free kick as she took down Pagels. Freshman and a redshirt junior do battle in that exchange. Pagels going to be all right, and Green Bay now with just over 5 minutes left in the half has a free kick coming their way. It's all good to go as it's sent down into the box, and a whole lot of Oakland players were there to meet it. Murphy goes down, and she gets hit hard by Sharon Sampson. And Murphy will get back up as Green Bay once again has another free kick. Some of the fans getting a little rowdy down below here at Aldo Santaga Stadium, thinking those hits are a bit aggressive. But it's now in Green Bay's shoes to put the ball in the back of the net and make the most of back-to-back free kicks. There we go, taking the shot up and just over. Landed on the top of the net was 25 Sierra Morgano, and she did a real good effort, but it went over Noemi Stadelman, and there is nothing Green Bay could do there. Their best look so far, one would argue.
Substitution number 32, Hannah Bennett.
The sophomore Hannah Bennett comes in at Oak Hills, California. California player. Not the only one on this team, as Annie Mason is from Long Beach. Went to the University of Montevideo before coming over to Green Bay, where she has found so much success. She's been dominant today, even though the Oakland offense looks promising. Annie Mason put a stop to it with obviously the big key was that stopped kick just very early into this game. The penalty kick is now spinning around for the ball and falling down all around, and the free kick is ruled to be for Oakland. Kick by Oakland as Delamy is going to send it and taken away out as it's headed back up. And now a foul called against Oakland. Things getting aggressive here in Green Bay. 13 combined fouls between these two teams in the first half. 13 fouls, a yellow card. 12 combined shots, just 3 of those 12 are on goal. Is just about 2.5 minutes left to go. Green Bay kicking things around off the right foot, sending it down into the box, staying on the ground right into the hands of Stadelman, as there was Natalia Moraes right there, the freshman. Ross misses it, and now Oakland will be able to hop right back to it. Green Bay looking good in these last few minutes of the half. If you're a Phoenix fan, you've got to love what you're seeing, as finally they're getting some offensiveness put together. Not enough, though, as this game is still tie. But Oakland seems to be the dominant force with 2 minutes left to go. Kicking it back down to Kendra Zach, who's played some good defense. As speaking of good, as Delaney, she has been more than good so far. Off her left foot, pokes it down. Green Bay having to retreat. Ellie Hill getting back there, missed header, and that shot goes up and over goal. Calling for a deflection, but not getting it, as Annie Mason will be able to kick it with less than 90 seconds yet to go. Another good look for Oakland as they record their 10th shot. If the header was there and that ball wasn't as high as it was, that one could have very well found its way in. Shot misses high regardless. As that was Warenga who misses it, and the kick is not the best by Mason as Oakland is able to get it immediately, and now moving around that kick a little too short and poked up by Green Bay. Smart decision with less than a minute yet to go. Madeline Cruz knew exactly what she was doing. An errant ball came out on the field as this is down in the box, no offside, as Green Bay trying to poke it away. 30 seconds yet to go. Green Bay gets it. Emily Murphy going to kick it up, and right at the midfield line, Murphy goes down. No call, as Oakland still has time to do something. Murphy going to work around with 15 seconds now remaining. Kicks it back out center. And this is Oakland now with 10 seconds yet to go. They're going to try and work the left side with Saba. Leads the team with shots so far. Working down and getting down on it. Mason just able to get a hold of it. And that will end the half. An exciting way to do so as Annie Mason lost it, but still was able to keep it in her hands. We are scoreless here in half number 1, 0-0. What a half it was for Oakland. Green Bay has their work cut out for them in the second, but either way, no score here to end half 1. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back as you're watching Horizon League Soccer on ESPN+.
Be denied benefits of or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Thank you to all that have made Title IX impactful here in Green Bay and across the country.